Well, as you can see, scenery is a little bit different. That's because we're in a gosh dang snowstorm. It's been a while since we've gotten this much snow. Here in southern Illinois, we're not quite used to that, but I mean, that's a good solid like 5 inches or so. So we're just kind of sheltering in place around here. We're not used to this. It's about 5 degrees outside, and it kind of makes you think there's only a month and a half for Illinois turkey season. Is it ever going to get warm enough to kill turkeys in? And I ain't never killed turkeys in the snow before, so I'm sure it'll get warmer, but this is kind of crazy. We may have to throw the skis on and pull some people behind a four-wheeler or something. But that's not what this video is about. This video is going to be about a past topic that we've done before, just an updated version. So I'm going to go inside before I freeze to death. And if y'all are northerners, a little bit more Yankee than us down here, then you're probably laughing at me right now because you're used to this sort of stuff. But I'm over here having to click my heels to get my snow off my shoes. So I'm going to go inside. I know it's pitch black on the screen. And do the review I was going to do. So y'all stay tuned. Hope you like the intro. Bam!
You want some apple juice? What are we about to do?
We're about to kill ourselves. That's what we're about to do.
Where are we gonna go?
We're gonna go up there. We're gonna get a turkey from Walmart, dude. Dude! Yes, sir!
What are you doing?
That's a big one!
What are you doing?
Let's go!
Alright fellas, so today we are back down in the cave like I was referring to earlier. This is just kind of our little hunting room, hunting cave, whatever. It was supposed to be a man cave, but we kind of got carried away. And when I say we, I kind of got carried away. And my brother is not too happy about that, but sooner or later we'll get it cleaned up. And that at all is not a point of the video or the main point of the video. So today what we are actually doing is we are going to do an updated review on the Stoeger M3500. Now, before we do any of this, I got feedback on my last video to make sure that this was unloaded and all that sort of thing, because I was putting my hand over the barrel and all that. So just show y'all real fast, there is nothing in the chamber. I know you can't quite see that. And if I look down, there's no other shells or whatever. So just to be safety cautious in case you see me put my hand over the barrel and all that sort of thing. But today we are going over this gun. Now, if you don't remember, or if you weren't a part of the channel way back long ago, 3 years ago, almost to the date, we did a review on this shotgun, which I will post right here or up here, one of the two. And it was a low quality video, I will not lie. I had a totally different camera. I was a lot younger, it seems like. 3 years ago, it seemed like I was so much younger. I was like 15 or something like that. And it wasn't as put together, still iMovie, all of those things. I'm not saying that it's excuses, but I did get a lot of views on it. And I know I was one of the first people to really put out a Stoeger M3500 review. So today we're just doing an updated one. I've had this gun for maybe 6 years now, and I'm just going to talk about how it's done in the past 2 or 3 years I've had it, since that last video, and what I think about it. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and throw out some technical specs on this thing. It is a 12 gauge shotgun. Like I said before, it's the Stoeger M3500. It is a 12 gauge shotgun. It is chambered in 2 3/4 all the way up to 3 1/2, and it has a 28-inch barrel on it, and that is the model I got. Now you can get a 24-inch barrel, you can get a 26-inch barrel, but I got the 28-inch barrel in Max 5 camouflage. This thing also comes in at 7.8 pounds for the 28-inch version. and I believe the 26-inch version is 7.65 pounds. So that is the kind of technical specs of it. It does come with factory chokes. As you can see, I have a, well, I don't know if you can see, but I have a factory choke in there. The factory chokes, what I'll say about those is the full and the medium, not medium, modified, that's what it is, full and modified. They throw out a good pattern, a really good pattern out to 40 yards with Federal blue box, generic, not generic, but Federal blue box, that low price ammunition you can find pretty well anywhere. I'll put that link to that video here. That was just a patterning video if y'all are interested. It was once again one of those old videos that wasn't the best quality, but it is one of my patterning videos in case you do want to see it. And then recently we put together a video about Apex ammunition for turkeys. Now if you give me 1 second. So now that we were talking about the turkeys, I figured I would have to go grab my turkey choke. This is the Indian Creek 6.65 turkey choke, and that is what I put in, obviously, the end of my shotgun. And with that choke and using that Apex small town load, the 3.5, and it's 7.5 by, or not 7.5, it's 7.5 and 9 shot inside of that that shot shell. I was putting 140, I know I like to say 146, it was actually 142 in a 10-inch circle at 40 yards with this gun with the red dot sight, so that it puts out a devastating pattern out to 40 yards. And I'm assuming you could probably, with 442 BBs, you could get a devastating pattern out to 60 if you were willing to push that far. But this gun does really good, really good with patterning. I really like the gun. And so now that we got kind of the technical things out of the way, we're gonna go over kind of just a few stories and talk about why I think this gun is probably one of the best guns on the market. So to start off, we were hunting in, I think that day it was about 5-degree weather. And the 5-degree weather that we were hunting in had everyone else's guns jammed up, locked up, frozen, and all that stuff. And those models were a Winchester that was frozen up, there was a Benelli that was frozen up, and an Ethica that was frozen up. And I was the only one with my gun that was properly working, and that was of course this gun right here. So for all the people who say that like Benellis are the best, those are the best, and you know, there's a bunch of reviews and everyone loved those brands, so I'm not talking bad about those brands. I'm just saying that in my experience that this gun outperformed them in a situation of one of the extreme cold weather times where it was rainy and windy and it was super cold and everything was freezing up. This gun this gun performed really well. So I've also used this as a paddle because our boat motor went out. Had to use the butt of the stock as a paddle, and I've had to crawl through fields, and I've dented the top, I've chipped the other sides. I've really put this gun through a lot, and this gun always performs really well for me and always patterns really well. Alright, so like I was saying just before I had to go do something real fast, is this gun has been put through the ringer. With me as an owner, I am very hard on the equipment that I use. I just am. It's how I've always been. I put things through the ringer and I get my money's worth out of them. And this gun is absolutely flawless, it seems like. I mean, I've had one problem with it, and that was when I was shooting the 100 rounds or the 200 rounds to break it in, and it didn't cycle a 2 3/4 load. Now, I know miniguns, Buddy has an A5 that doesn't cycle 2 3/4 loads well at all. And I'm not saying that all A5s do that, I'm just saying that with my experience, and that's with me shouldering the gun really well on his A5. It just does not like to shoot those light loads, whereas this gun, it shoots them flawlessly, except for that one time. I guess that technically doesn't mean it was flawless, but this gun has been awesome to me, and I would recommend this gun every day of the week to anyone. It comes in at about $750, and that is a great price for any semi-automatic shotgun that shoots up to 3.5 inch 12 gauge. And not saying that you need 3.5 inch, but that option is there, and I shoot 3.5 inch 12 gauge on my turkeys as of right now. One of these days I will get a dedicated turkey gun, because it's just, this is a little long. I like to have a little bit lighter, a little bit smaller gauge. I'll probably get a 20 gauge with a 24-inch barrel, and it'll be a little bit more maneuverable in the woods. And that's just what I want for a turkey gun, and that gun will probably not be semi-automatic. But for a do-everything gun, especially duck hunting and goose hunting, squirrel hunting, I mean, anything you want to do, this gun is a great all-around. So if you're making your first purchase on a gun, I would highly recommend this gun over just about any other gun out there. So that is the Stoeger M3500. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know it's just kind of a quick summary of how I've liked it over the past few years, but I mean, it's really a good gun, and I'd recommend it to anyone. Another thing is, thank y'all for subscribing, joining the channel, watching videos, liking, commenting, everything. I've been getting so much more. We've been growing so much faster than we've ever done before, and I really appreciate it. This is something that I would actually really like to do in the future, and I'd really love to just share my hunts and provide better content for you guys. I just kind of enjoy it. It just kind of a peek into my life of hunting, and if there's anything that y'all can teach me or I can teach you, I know I'm very young, so I still got a lot of learning, and if there's any little subtle tip that you got from me, that video was well worth it. So I really enjoy y'all, and I thank y'all for watching. So if you don't mind to help me out, like, subscribe, comment, do everything y'all can do on this channel. Follow me at Big Money Outdoors 20. If you're really a big fan of this channel, go ahead and pick yourself up one of these hats, Mossy Oak Bottomland with our logo on it, and go ahead and just DM me and we'll do a little address swap. They're $25 a hat, and I'll just ship it out to you guys. So that is all I got. I thank y'all for being on this channel, and I will see you on the next one at Big Money Outdoors. So bye.